What's your take on staying focused on yourself and not comparing your journey slash life to other people? Like, what's your take on that?
My take on that is just for one, social media, you definitely gonna have to limit your time on social media. To me, I feel like that's probably the number one source of the reason why people compare themselves to other people. Like it's not just like in the sports wise, just life in general. Let's say you're trying to lose weight or you just don't like the way that your body looks. Now you see somebody else on the internet and you just think that they look better than you. The next day you comparing themselves. I'll probably say like how to overcome it. Mainly just try to stay to yourself. Of course, keep that little fan group or try to keep your family close. But like always have like a little fan group. You don't want your group to be too big because there's going to be too many fake people in that group. So I'll probably say like just keep that little small group. Try to stay around people who's not going to sugarcoat stuff around you. They're just going to keep it real with you.
Hi, y'all. So back here in the episode of Indigo Podcast. And today, got another guest back to back. Y'all have seen him before. We got Aden. Say what's up. Hello, hello.
What's up, y'all? Back again for like, I think the third time
The second or third time.
or one of those.
I think it's third. Yeah, third. But anyway, he's starting a sophomore year of college, and I'm starting college tomorrow, which is wild. But um, we're just gonna chop it up. We're really just catching up, just seeing kind of what's going on, a little bit of deeper stuff at the end. But anyway, without all the yapping, first thing, just kind of like a life update. So like, just kind of how life has been recently, like with training, obviously with content, and then just obviously with college coming up now.
So I mean, right now it's been going pretty good so far. I mean, I just got done with my first week of college. I said
Yeah,
college. My first week of my sophomore year,
yeah,
and within that week, a lot has happened. Mainly, seeing everybody again. So there's a lot of social stuff happening, and then trying to stay on top of my YouTube stuff. So the YouTube. That I just got a video that blew up out of nowhere, so I ended up
yeah,
gaining like a lot of subscribers from it and stuff. So
yeah.
I ended up making an announcement, end up posting saying just to give me time since I gotta transition back to college. But I do have a video coming out real soon and stuff. I dropped like two little snippets of it, and then for like the training, so far the training's been going pretty. I say going.
No,
So
you're
far,
good, bro.
the training's been going pretty good so far.
Yeah.
And I think I've been lifting like 3 days out the week and then training 3 days out the week for right now. And then next month, that's when I'm gonna start picking it up to like 4 days, like running 4 days out the week until October, once we finally, practice as a team.
Yeah. So right now you're training just on your own?
Yeah, it's more so on my own, but like me and my teammates, we still come together and stuff, so we do it together.
Nah, I feel you. I mean, I personally like training on my own, you know me, but like it's good to
Yeah.
have people like-minded around you and do that. So you're running, basically from what I got, you're running like as of this kind of block of like, cause you're got to progress into it. You're running
Hmm.
3 days and lifting 3 days. That's what you're doing right now?
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. That makes sense. Nah, but yeah, the video thing, we got to get into that later. Cause even with mine too, like I posted, it was called some of my go-to meals. It got like 8 point some thousand views and I'm like, huh? I was like, bro, it was such a
Hmm.
simple video. Like I was just showing food. People liked it.
Hmm.
I'm like, all right, but nah, we'll get into that later for sure. But second thing I kind of want to go over is like just what's some things you've experienced this summer and things that you experienced that you'll take it with you going to like your sophomore year of college. Like it can be mentally or it could be physical, like training wise, or just stuff in general, you know?
That's a good question. I don't even know. I really didn't think of it like that.
Yeah.
I'll probably say like something that I learned from the summer that I'm bringing into my college year is to not really procrastinate as much as I did. And the reason why I'm saying that is because let's take the YouTube stuff for instance. For instance, because that's the only thing I had to worry about for summer. Of course, I didn't have no colleges, no classes, none of that. But yeah, anywho, so I would keep on. Let's talk about that video. That video,
Mm,
I kept on pushing that video back because either I just didn't feel like editing it or like finishing it, or because I just didn't really feel like it was going to really get viewed like that.
mm,
But the reason why I kept on pushing it back is because I was trying out a new editing style and stuff because I was trying out new things with that video and it ended up working out and stuff.
yeah.
But Yeah, procrastination is definitely one thing I would definitely say that I need to continue on trying not to do as much.
Yeah.
Cause like, especially when it came to studying last year, my freshman year, I'm not gonna lie, I did not study that much. I mean,
Yeah.
I still had A's and B's and stuff, but it could have been way better if I just actually took the time to study and everything.
Yeah. It's good that like you flat out like admitted it because some people like, they just like nah, like it's just because the
Yeah,
teacher like that's how people were in high school at us because they don't know how to teach and like bro, like you just didn't look at the book they gave you or nothing. But
yeah.
in terms of I forgot what I was gonna ask you, but I do know I was gonna ask you this. This is kind of off topic, but I was thinking about it. I was watching This right before this one. I gotta ask him this. I never asked him. How did you like Superman, bro? Because I know we saw it together, and it was a we were laughing the whole time. But like, what'd you think about it?
I'm not gonna lie, I actually thought it was pretty good. Now, the only thing is he was a little weak, but he
Yeah,
is holding back though. That's the thing.
yeah,
But I don't know. It's like I think they're just trying to like reintroduce everybody since they're
yeah,
recasting actors and stuff, these superheroes.
mm,
So I think that's more so what it is. I'm just happy that we didn't have to see his origin again.
yeah. We talking about was it what was it in Justice League?
Yeah.
Nah, that movie's like 4+ hours long. I saw that. I played like one pixel of it, bro. I turned it off. I was like, yeah, we not doing this, bro. It's too long, bro. Pause. But nah, like, it's too long of a movie. I was like, I'm not going, bro. I'm not going for it.
hmm
Maybe I need to take time on my day. I really have to block off time to watch that, bro, because that's a
No,
long
yeah,
time.
that's 4 hours out your day. I ended up watching it. I'm not gonna lie. I ended up watching the director's cut all
Yeah.
4 hours within one sitting. It was this was like a few years ago though.
Mm. Yeah, times were different back then. Especially when I was like we were
Yeah.
like younger. I was thinking about that the other day. I'm like, bro, like I literally had nothing to worry about. Like that's wild. But other than Superman, like this is completely off topic, but like what does your current schedule look like? Because I know you mentioned like when I text you like that you're working now. I think that's what I got from what you said. And then just with schoolwork and content, like because I'm curious how you'll balance that because I'm going in my first year of college. I know it's online, so it's a bit different. I'm more flexible when I can do classes, but like, how are you gonna like? How's your schedule look like? Basically, what I'm trying to say.
So right now I got classes Monday through Thursday.
Mm,
So I got two classes on Monday,
yeah.
two classes on Wednesday, because those are the same classes, and then three classes on Tuesday and Thursday, which is
Okay.
the same classes. And how I did it, so for Mondays, I'm usually working in the mornings, I think 9 to 1. And then I haven't found out the rest of my schedule yet for work, so I don't really know yet. But that's what it is for Mondays at least. And then let's see. Oh yeah, my classes. So I ended up doing for Monday and Wednesday, I got a 140 class and then another class right after that. I think no, not 210. 143 so I think I don't know. So right after that class. That's all that matters.
Yeah, yeah.
And then for Tuesday and Thursday, my first class is 9:35 a.m. And
Mm,
then I got another class after that. And then I got like a 2 to 3 hour grace period. And then I have another class after that at 2:10.
mm, yeah.
So yeah, those days I'll probably work the night shifts, like 6 to 10.
I got you. Yeah, because I'm actually looking into. I think I mentioned this. Well, actually, no, I don't think I mentioned this on podcast yet. But if I did or not, I'm reiterating or stating something new. But I am looking into one too. Because one thing I realized with like content creation is like when you first start out, bro, and like let's say you're a college student, like you can't just I'm finna get a brand deal, like bro, you low key. Not even low key, you probably should work because just for that short period of time so you get some motion for real. But
Yeah.
I don't know what you think about that, but I think I'm probably gonna get one very soon because you got to supplement some money until you can get to where you want to be.
Uh, a job would definitely help out a lot, especially like with certain equipment that you want.
Mhm.
It's definitely gonna help a lot.
I will say though, a lot of it, to be fair, is fairly cheap. Like the tripod, fairly easily accessible and cheap, and even the mic, like the one you told me about, and even looking on Amazon, like I saw one for $12, and it got pretty decent reviews.
Yeah.
And I'm sure everybody got a phone, but Anyway, other than all that, just a life update and talking about Superman and stuff. Good movie, by the way. I would recommend it. Slow start though. I'm sure you agree, right? It's a very
It's a
slow
very
start.
slow start.
Yeah, it's a lot of like goofballs in there, like the bald dude. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
disclose anything further now. I don't want to spoil it. Anyway, track season and training, kind of like what this segment's about. But like, what's the focus for track season, like going into your sophomore year, and like what events will you be doing?
So going into my sophomore year, as of right now, to my knowledge, I'm still doing a 1, 2, and then the four is still up in the air. I'm not sure about it yet.
Mm,
But depending on, how competitive we are this season, I may end up being on the 4x1 now.
okay,
But I'm not sure yet. I still got to compete. I still got to compete against my teammates to make that roster.
right. What event would you say you're looking forward to the most out of all of them?
200, of course.
Okay, yeah, I got you on that one.
200. Yeah. I mean, I want to bring my time down for the 100 even more.
Mm,
Since I now touch the tens, I want to get down even further, of course. But
yeah.
the 200 is just my bread and butter.
Yeah, I don't know why. I knew you were gonna say bread and butter. I don't know why. Anyway, it's like we're like linked or something. Anyway, but I never really asked you your time goal, like, because I was paying more attention to the 100 just because like that's just kind of what I've seen. Like, what time did you end your freshman year, and like what time are you aiming for this year?
For like what event?
The 200?
200, I ended at like I think 22.9.
Okay,
But I wanna I wanna get it down to at least 22.5. Anything under the 22.5. 22.5 or anything under that.
I got you. Okay.
Because what I needed to work on was my endurance, my speed endurance.
Hmm.
Because what I realized is like I gain the longer the distance is, the faster I get, but I can't hold that speed for a long time. So then I start decelerating like shortly after.
Hmm.
So and plus I need to learn how to correlate that 10-second one into my 200.
Yeah. Nah, I feel you. Yeah, but about training, like, well, more into that. Like, how did it look over the summer, and like, how did it change from like this summer going in the sophomore year in comparison to the summer going in the freshman year, like first starting out in like college track?
I definitely took this summer more serious than my freshman summer. Now,
Mm,
don't get me wrong, my freshman summer, I was still training, I was still training and everything. Mainly because, I didn't know what to expect. Everybody in college is they know fast and everything. But I would say the reason why I say I took this summer more serious is because I already knew what to expect now that I experienced it.
true.
And I also know the areas I need to work on, which made things a little more easier. Because there's some before I didn't really know what I needed to work on. I was just doing workouts. Like
Mm,
I knew certain aspects, but like let's say like the speed, top end speed, I wasn't really working on that. I was mainly just working on like my short speed,
yeah.
like my drive pace, acceleration pace, and all that.
Mm,
But for this summer, I mainly focused on my speed endurance and endurance. And I started doing, but of course, I still touched up on my drive phase and stuff. I need to work on that still. So, like Mondays would be like my short distance days, which would be like anything between like 30, 60 meters,
mm,
sometimes 90 meters if I'm doing like the whole transition, practicing my whole transition.
mm,
And then Tuesdays would be like my over distance days where I would do probably like something like 450s or West Cars or like probably like a 2 mile.
yeah. Because I saw you did
And
some two
then,
mile run. Not to cut you off, I saw you did some 2 mile
yeah,
runs, and you held a very good pace. Like some like cross country runners don't even hold that fast of a pace. So that was very impressive. Like kudos to you on that.
thank
For
you,
sure.
man.
For sure. For sure.
Then Wednesdays, I still used Wednesdays as my plyo, my form days. Thursdays was tempo, and then Friday, I really just used it as either a rest day or whatever area I felt like I need to work on for that week.
Yeah. So you take the weekends off?
Yeah, I usually took the weekends off. I'll do Saturday. Sometimes I work out on Saturday, but not all the time. It would be like probably like every 2 weeks I would do a Saturday workout, or probably
Yeah.
every 3 weeks.
Yeah.
It was like one of those.
Yeah. It's honestly based on what you said, it sounds very similar to what you did years ago, which I think is good because I mean, you're keeping it very consistent, but you're obviously working on things a bit differently based on what you learned. So, nah, I mean,
Mm,
just knowing you, I've know like on I would that's what I would do on Wednesdays too. It would be like back when I was a sprinter, even though I'm nothing close to that now. Even though I can still roll, I can roll somebody. Don't get it twisted, but you know,
mm,
um, I would do like the grass field at our old high school. I do form
yeah.
running on there, and you kind of got me more on the plyos. Like you put me on to a bunch of them because I didn't even know what to do
Mm.
for real. But nah, that's what's up. And I'm glad like you learned a lot from the freshman year because I mean you're a freshman. What you can't have all the answers, and that applies to
Yeah.
anything because a lot of people, including me, sometimes it's like you feel like you have to have all the answers before you do something. Like you have to have all the answers. So I run this marathon, but like you have to run it or do it first, and then okay, I this what I did wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
But last thing just about like track season and training, like what are the main things you want to tweak from your freshman year? This can be mainly focused on running, but like maybe just like you said, like procrastinating, like maybe just personally or with school, like just in general.
I'll probably say track wise, mainly shoot. I don't even know. I mean, of course you want to hit your goals and this and that, but I'll probably say being more patient.
Hmm.
And the reason why I say being more patient within myself is because I'll be hard on myself at times when, like, let's say, boom, I win my fastest time ever. Next thing you know, next meet, I'm expecting to go faster than that, even though realistically, is that's probably not gonna happen
Yeah,
unless you just had two great back-to-back meets, you know.
it's pretty rare in
But
track, pretty rare.
yeah, but I just gotta tell myself to, be patient within those things. And then also for school, besides the procrastination, I'll probably say my note taking skills. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
I need to work on that.
yeah, I feel you. Yeah, I think patience is a big one. Like, 'cause I think just in today's day and age, like people are like, oh, like, bro, who's vacuuming? Anyway, I think my Duke's vacuuming. Shout out my Dukes. Anyway, seriously though, about what I was talking about, like, a lot of people like they just want results immediately. Didn't like what you said with the track setting. Like, bro, like you can cross country or like a mile or 2 mile, even the 800. It's more you're more prone to see like big jumps. But like we're running like fast, like 100-meter sprints. Not that you don't run fast in those events I just said, but like running like technically like 100 meters, 200 meters,
Yeah.
like it's really difficult like to get down like 10.9 to 10.5. It's a big difference. But
hmm And people be wondering why it takes so long just to take point one off your time.
literally, it's hard. Like I know because I mean I used to run the 400. Even that's difficult to get down. Even though it's easier than like the 200 or the 100, but like still like people be like, oh, you really ran point one faster, but like people don't get it for
hmm
real. It's difficult. I think sprinting and running longer, they're both harder in their own ways, but I don't think like it's hard to match them up in levels of difficulty because on one end, one is like you have to get the technique down, drive out phase, which is really hard for me to get down. Like you have to stay low, not overstride stuff like that. But then we're running longer. I mean, I would say it's easier. I guess an easier barrier for entry, like for the average person. Like I think you can get better at
Yeah.
that faster than sprinting because with sprinting it takes a long time, like to get really good at it. But anyway, other than yapping on that, content creation. Because I know early we talked about like how well your video did and kind of how mine have been picking up steam. But like I know we
hmm
talked about like the videos or whatever, but like what was your first reaction like just seeing it? Because I know me seeing mine, I was like, bro, like what is going on? Like
hmm
is my video botted? Like what's going on? Like what was your first
Yeah.
reaction?
So my first reaction to it was just, of course, amazed and surprised about that because I think it was like the first 24 hours, I only had like 20 views and stuff, which I'm still grateful. I'm grateful for whoever chose to take the time to watch my videos and stuff.
Not for sure.
But yeah, I think it was like at 20 views for like the first 24 hours, I believe. And then the next day I just woke up and it just skyrocketed to like, I think 600 or
Hmm.
something like that. And I was like, what the heck? And then I ended
Yeah.
up checking the analytics and stuff, and then seeing how many views I was getting per hour. It started saying I was getting around like 40 to 50 per hour, and then like a few days later, it shot up to like 90 views per hour. I was like, what the heck?
Yeah.
And then I was like, shoot, this might be my first time getting 1,000 views on like a full video.
Yeah.
And my dad was telling me, he's like, oh yeah, I already knew that was gonna happen as soon as I watched it, and this and that. I could already tell. And then he started talking about like how I was like doing like storytelling and this that, like changing my pitch and my voices. Of course, there's still some things I need to work on. As you can see, I'm still trying to get used to being on the camera.
Mm.
But other than that, I mean, it went pretty good. And a few days later, as time went on, now it's at like 18,000 views now.
Yeah, I just checked this at 18,000. Yeah.
Yeah,
Nah, it's
it's just
even more
ridiculous.
impressive, like you said, because doing a short form video is way easier to pull views, but with a long form video, it's very difficult. Like it's very difficult to
Mm,
do. So the fact that you pulled 18K on a long form video, like where you're at right now, is very impressive. Like that's crazy now to think about it. Like because it's short form, I could get a K in less than 24 hours just 'cause people are swiping and they're looking. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But nah, that's great. I just wanted to hear your first reaction because I know when I saw mine, like I said, I'm like, cause you just keep checking. Like the next morning, what's it at?
yeah.
Next morning, what's it at? Like looking at the comments and stuff and just seeing what's going on. But
Hmm.
nah, that's great. I'm sure it'll gain even more in the future. It could even go even crazier. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe
Yeah,
next
it
day
could.
it's a
Cause
hundred
shoot,
thousand,
videos are bound to just pop back up on people's recommenders out of nowhere, a few years later.
literally.
And then
Yeah.
crazy thing is that was the first episode of the series I was making.
Yeah. Also, this is well, I didn't write this part down because I ain't gonna lie. When I talk to people, like, I like to go off script or whatever.
Yeah.
But like, I've seen like, cause I've picked it up. It was a series, like based off of your other videos you're posting. But like, what's like the goal of that series? Like, what is it gonna kind of entail? Like, what like do you want to show?
So the goal of the series is mainly just to get my experiences out there and like stories and to also help people, help people feel like they're not alone with when they're going through those experiences. Like in my last video, I end up it pretty much just touched on how I overcame, those injuries and stuff
Mm,
while also dealing with like just doubting myself and stuff, which I'm gonna better touch up on in this next episode because the next episode is just gonna be straight about self-doubt.
yeah.
But like at the end of it, I don't know how many episodes it's gonna be, I'm not gonna lie, because I'm having fun with it.
Yeah. Shoot, it could
But
be 100.
yeah, but
Could.
like the main thing is mainly just this like it's mainly just to show my progression, but
Mm.
also try to help others in the process, make them feel motivated to like continue doing whatever they doing.
Yeah, for sure. Because I mean, with the way I edit, which we'll kind of get into this a bit later, like kind of how you edit. Because with mine, I like more of the vlog format. Like you see, like you'll kind of predict what I have for the intro. Maybe I'm drinking coffee or like I don't know. Then I kind of just get straight into the run or whatever I'm doing. It's kind of like a vlog type thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just kind of just showing random stuff. But I really like the way you do yours. So like it seems like it's like a storyline. Like especially the one that blew up. Like it was like a talking segment and like just like because the editing on that I told you like the editing is stupid. Like it's crazy. So
Yeah,
I'm glad you took your time with it because like it's like I don't know. It's very cinematic. It's really cool. But anyway.
that was the goal too.
Yeah, like I'm glad you really took your time with it because it's stupid, bro. Like it's probably honestly this one you just dropped to the one where you were doing a track work. I like that one a lot too. Honestly, all the ones you've been dropping are just stupid, like stupid.
Uh,
But
Thank you.
not for sure, bro. But what is it that like draws you into making content? Like what aspects of it do you like the most? Like, 'cause I know you mentioned like motivating people, but like other stuff like that.
What really got me into it is mainly just my love for art, which is why I try to make my videos look like sort of cinematic or some type of storytelling.
Mm,
Because as you already know, I do digital art and stuff, and I've been doing art my entire life. Because my dad, I see my dad doing it, and I just wanted to follow his footsteps and do it. So I end up doing that, and falling in love with with art.
mm,
And I end up looking into like other types of arts, and I end up finding, like of course videography and stuff like that, and photography. So first, it ended up going off of photography, but then I started looking into cinematography, and I was like, this type of content, you can still make vlogs and YouTube videos, regular old YouTube videos, while also making it look this type of way.
Mm.
So then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start trying to make my videos like that. But then I started holding myself back because, all of them had like some fancy cameras, and all I got is this freaking phone at XR.
Yeah, I got the same one. Well, yeah, I can show you. Yeah, this one too. Rose gold.
Yeah.
My Duke's old phone. Yeah.
So I was like, man, I can't really make it like how I really want to make it. But then I was like, you know what? Freak it. I'm gonna just go ahead and try to do whatever I can do with it. And boom, and that's how that last one turned out. And now this one's gonna be, I don't know if this one's gonna be more of a sit down or me just out and about just talking about it, but we'll see. But it's
Yeah.
still in the works, but it's definitely more, I would definitely say it's definitely more like tension wise than movie like in a sense than my last one.
Yeah. Yeah, I can tell from it was like the little snippet, like it was like you looking in the mirror, like you kind of like acting out like what you're trying to get across, the self-doubt thing. Is it gonna be like more,
Yeah,
it's gonna be like more like that, like more like kind of like how to say it, like I guess the word you said like intense, like more like in your face, you know what I'm saying? Like would you say it's more like that?
yeah,
Okay. I got you.
because I am, I want to try to do some type of short film stuff. So
Yeah.
it's kind of like going towards that direction.
Okay, I got you. Nah, it looks dope. I'm glad to see. Is it like done yet, or are you still kind of like editing it a little bit?
Nah, it's still in the work. It's still in the progress. I'm not gonna lie. I still gotta record some more segments of it,
Yeah.
but it'll be out real soon.
Nah, just the that's the thing about me. Like, it's kind of similar to music for me because I used to make music for a little bit. It's like you're putting
Yeah,
together pieces of the song and like you got because the thing is like if you used to rap whatever you call like the archive or like stuff like you got in the vault, like you just have video. Well, the thing with me actually with videos, like some of them I'll record them like a day or two before and I'll have the footage, but I'll probably edit some of them like with short videos. If you get like really skilled with it and you have a lot of experience, you can edit it the same day and have it out the same day and like edit it in 30 minutes and just have it like, look
yeah,
good. Because that's what I did with that spaghetti video. Like I had the footage a day before. The same Friday, I took out like 30 minutes. I edited it in like 20 to 30 minutes. It was out and it looked fine to me. Like it looked pretty good. But
hmm
yeah, like once you like get the hang of it, like okay, I chop it here, I add this, and you just know your editing style. You should, branch out, Anyway, um, about editing style, like what would you say your editing process looks like?
My editing process is very stressful at times. I'm not gonna lie,
Nah, I feel you
because
on that one.
like now since I switched the way I edit, because I mean you can see from my older videos it's how different they are, kind of. Uh, it's a little more chaotic, and the reason why I say that is because I'll have like the vision in my head already, but then I'll record like different angles and like of the same thing, just from different angles and multiple shots and stuff. And then I'll put it all in the CapCut and stuff, which I can't wait because I'm trying to learn how to use another editing software soon. But I
Yeah,
now we're still on CapCut.
yeah,
So yeah, I'll just put all the clips on CapCut, which will be like around like 30 some minutes to close to an hour sometimes.
hmm,
And I'll be like, okay, so how do I want this to be? How do I want to start it? Like, do I want the audience to feel like some type of tension? Do I want them to feel happy? Do I want them to feel like, try to kind of connect it with
hmm,
what I'm trying to tell within the story? So
hmm,
then however I put out, like however I make my intro, that's pretty much what dictates how I'm gonna make the rest of the video or edit the rest of the video.
hmm,
So like as you see, like with the new one, those little snippets I posted,
hmm,
it's going to be more tension wise and like more focused on storytelling rather than like progression.
yeah,
And there's a lot of sound effects. CC, like one thing I end up learning was how to use sound effects and stuff.
Yeah.
So now that I just added more into the chaoticness. But shoot, I don't even know. And then the thing is, like the thing with trying to make your videos look like cinematic in a way is all of the different sounds that you had to go searching for. And like sometimes the sound is not gonna be perfect for what you're trying to portray in that moment.
Mhm.
And that's another thing. Like that's another reason why it takes me so long to edit now and stuff. But like once I get the hang of everything, like hang of my new editing style, then the editing will be quicker.
Yeah, kind of like what I said with the short thing. Like once you know kind of your personnel, like it's pretty straightforward. Like, it's not necessarily easy all the time because even with me, like I'd be like, do I want to leave this part in? Do I want to cut this breath out in between this? Do I want to add this meme? Do I want to add this? Like it gets kind of, you know what I'm saying? But I think with vlog content, I would say it's more straightforward because like you're just kind of showing things. You might add some background music or whatever, add some text here and there, but not for sure. I mean, the editing is paying off, but I understand. Like I know I've been in the driver's seat. Editing can be like, especially like it's a because the thing is editing in comparison to short form, it's so long. Like it's even longer than editing a podcast. Because like me talking to you, I'm not really cutting anything out, so it's just like straight smooth sailing. Add the intro, add the short clip, and boom, we're done. But like with a vlog, like you say, you gotta chop it and make it sound like it's a lot, bro.
Yeah.
It's a lot. But last question about content, like. What would you say is your favorite video that you created so far? Like it could be a short video, but I'm kind of talking more about like YouTube stuff.
My favorite video I've created so far. Shoot, I don't even know. 'Cause like I got a debate from the ones I ended up archiving too from when I was younger.
Yeah,
But I mean, those ones was more gaming rather than the vlog stuff. Let me
yeah.
see. Visibility public. Okay. So based off the ones I've posted or like have posted it on my YouTube page, I'll probably say it's between my track vlog 2 and the first episode of Focus.
Nah, for sure. I'd probably say my favorite, is probably the first episode of Focus so far. But I'm sure something will overtake it in the near future. Uh,
Hmm.
in terms of my favorite, I gotta look too. Hold on, I gotta look.
Yeah,
Hold on. Let me get the receipts out so I can give y'all an accurate answer. I'll give y'all a short for the short video. I can give you a very clear answer. It's the one I did of the recap of my high school year. That's my favorite one. It's just
that's my favorite one too. I end up seeing that. I was like, boy, my boy, Caden graduated for to make me tear up.
Nah, for real. Nah, it's just like it was a one-off thing. Like I didn't think it would do because it did fairly well, but like it just I don't know. It was crazy. But in terms of like an actual video, let's see. I would say my favorite video. I think it's Half Marathon Prep episode 6.
Half
Wait,
Marathon Prep episode 6,
wait, no, is this episode 6? No, episode 5. That's my favorite one. Yeah, that's my
episode
favorite one.
5.
That's the one I showed my highest mileage yet, like the 50-mile week. That's my favorite one.
Yeah,
Yeah, that one is it's just like because in the beginning I put like half marathon prep, but like the Texas morphing and stuff. I don't know. I like the way I did that one. It was very cohesive. I like that one a lot.
I have watched that one. I'll probably say mine is between that one or the sub 5 mile.
Oh yeah, I'm tripping, bro. Wait, no. The sub 5 is my favorite one. That one is stupid, like bro, because like I remember that day, like it was like I had no idea what was gonna happen. Like I walked in, I put my New Balances on because that's what I do, like my warm ups in if I'm doing a faster run, and like I just drove out and I was just locked in. Like I just stayed on because Zach and Ale, they were the group I was running
Yeah,
with, and I stayed on Zach and I was really aggressive. Like the third lap, I made the hardest move I ever did in a mile. Not gonna lie, still kind of salty. I didn't recreate it in a race setting, but it's okay. It's all right. But I have footage. We all know I did it, so it's cool. But
Hmm.
I would say I'm glad you brought that up. I forgot about that video. I don't know how. I would say the sub
Hmm.
5 miles my favorite half marathon. Yeah, half marathon prep 5. I think when I run the half marathon, that'll probably be my favorite video because I want it to be really cinematic. Uh,
Yeah. I'm finna get a camera. What's it
yeah.
called? So we'll see.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. If it links up, I would love for you specifically to record it. That'd be beautiful. Honestly,
Hmm.
if you could edit it, like I ain't gonna lie. I know you got your own content, but like, bro, if you edit it, it's gonna be stupid. It's gonna be stupid. Cause like, I know you'll know the
Hmm.
vision and you'll know what vision I want for it since we're so close. But yeah, but I know the Zoom ending. I'm crying. Zoom meeting is about to end. So this last part was gonna be like about like just staying present and stuff. And because I think that's one thing I deal with, and just being like okay with what you got going on and not like worrying about what everybody else got going on. So it's like with social media, you see everything at once, like a lot at
Yeah.
once. So I'll just ask a couple questions from it because I don't want you to get cut off or anything. But I guess one question I think is the best question I have out of all of these. Well, maybe I'll ask another one if I have time for it. But like, what's your take on staying focused on yourself and not comparing your journey slash life to other people? Like, what's your take on that?
My take on that is just for one, social media, you definitely gonna have to limit your time on social media. Because that's to me, I feel like that's probably the number one source of the reason why people compare themselves to other people.
Facts.
Like it's not just like in the sports wise, just life in general. Somebody, let's say you're trying to lose weight or you just don't like the way that your body looks, this and that. Now you see somebody else on the internet and you just think that they look better than you. The next day you comparing themselves to you. And then crazy thing is people compare how many followers, people have to compare to them. And then they dictate how many followers they have pretty much their life. If that, I don't know how to put
No,
it.
no, I know what you mean. I'm gonna try and reiterate what you're saying real quick. You let like I think what you're trying to say is like people let their followers dictate how like they perceive their life. Like, oh, this is like
Yeah,
how much I'm worth. I don't know if that's what you meant.
yeah, that's how I meant to put it. I just didn't know how. Yeah,
No,
you
no, no,
got
no.
it.
I got you. I got you.
And, and then shoot, I'll probably say like how to overcome it is just mainly just trying to stay to yourself. Keep that little fan group, or you of course always try to keep your family close. But like always have like a little fan group. 'Cause you don't want your group to be too big because there's going to be too many fake people in that group.
Facts.
So I'll probably say like just keep that little small group and that you can really call. I said tall. That you can really
Not, not
call
you're
like
good.
either your family or your just best friends and stuff like that. And try to stay around people who's not gonna sugarcoat stuff around you. Just like they're just gonna keep it real with you. That's what's really gonna help you not compare yourself to others. And of course, like I said earlier, limiting your time on social media and this and that.
Other two questions I got for Zoom cut us off.
Hmm.
Like I'm really curious about this one because I'm always trying to learn things, especially for me personally. I feel like I deal with this a lot. What are some things you do to stay grounded and prioritize your mental health? Like especially with the aspect of social media present.
What I usually do, I usually dang, what do I do? For mental health, you said? Or like to
Yeah,
just stay grounded?
kind of both. Like just kind of like mentally and as a whole.
Well, I mean, for me, what really works is just staying to myself and not really getting myself involved in too many things. Like, of course, I got myself involved in like some school activities and stuff, but like as for like other things, like I'll probably say people that you choose to hang around that played a big factor for me, and not being afraid to like let people go that who may end up making messing up your mental health and stuff.
I ain't gonna lie,
Whether
that's a
it's
big. I ain't mean to cut you off, but bro, that's I struggle with saying no. Like I feel so. I think it's from when I was younger. Like let's say, gang and them, hey, can you come to my party? And I'm like, I really don't want to go. Like I don't want to be around this person. But a lot of times, I'd be like, uh, maybe. and it turns into a
Mhm.
yes, and I end up going. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, I wouldn't give myself, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, people gang banging and doing crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, just stuff like that, like little stuff. Like, I want to say no, but like, anyway, continue.
Yeah.
I want to hear your take on it.
'Cause, like with me for parties, I mean, I just don't do parties at all.
Yeah,
Anybody who
me
knows me,
neither.
they know I don't like parties. I'm not gonna lie. Some of my teammates have been trying to get me to go to a party since last year, and they're still trying to do it this year, and I still haven't went.
Nah, I'm on the same page as you. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not going. I'm sorry. You can't convince me. It could be a get
hmm
together, but like a party with drinks, I'm cool.
Yeah, like I'll do a get together, but
Party?
party,
No. I'm good, bro. You got that.
mm-mm. It's just because like I don't do the things that they do at parties. It's like I don't really find the interest, and plus I don't dance, so it's like not. It's like what am I do?
Yeah.
Just stand there?
Yeah, I can still dance a little bit, but still like that's not enough for me to go. Like I'm not finna drink, I'm not finna smoke. Like I'm cool, bro. You got that.
Yeah,
You got that. I don't know. I just never thought that was cool. But I mean, if people like doing that, I mean, don't, get yourself in the wrong place and time. But I just I just don't like it, And then even health wise, like there's a bunch of data. I mean, it's common sense. Like you know how you feel after a hangover. Like not you, but what I'm saying, people have said this. You know what I'm saying? But like people know common sense, like how alcohol makes them feel if you like overconsume it. But even like studies show like it's not really good for health span or lifespan. So I mean, it's common sense that we know that. Even smoking, like I knew that when I was a jit. Like I knew that. You didn't have to
yeah.
tell me. So um kind of another question with this is kind of two on like what's your take on like staying present? Like staying present like in solitude and like just quietness. You know what I'm saying? Like what's your take on that too? That's like kind of another add-on.
Staying present. What you mean by that? Like,
Like kind of staying in the moment. Like let's say like me and you are having a conversation like in person. You know what I'm saying, like just being engaged with what we're doing, like not being engaged with, oh, I gotta do this later. Oh, like what does this person think about me? Like some you saw on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Like just
oh,
staying.
like that stuff.
Yeah,
Staying to yourself.
yeah. Nah, for
That's all I can
sure.
really say. But to staying in the present. I mean, of course, you still want to think about some things that you don't, need to take care of. But usually, what I would do, I'll just set in, like, make that stuff set in stone. Either write it down or just implement it in your head so that you know that you need to do it. And then for the present stuff, just stay in the present. You can look at some things in the past, but I mean, the stuff that happened in the past, that's the past now. Now you just need to focus on what you're doing now and the things that's soon to come.
Nah, for
So what I
sure.
usually do is like, shoot, I don't even know how to put it in words. It's just you just gotta see how I do it.
Nah, for sure. Wait, hold on. My Dukes is calling me right now. Hold on. Let me text you.
Okay.
I'm recording. I'm leaving this part into a podcast right now. I'll be right back. Hey, shout out to my Dukes. I know you watching this, but like that's why I locked my door so my Dukes can't barrage in mid sentence. But yeah, she just replied K. She gets it. Anyway,
hmm
kind of last question before we close it up a little bit. But I think this is a big question. I'm really curious how you respond to this. But like, do you think that like staying present is a problem in current times of social media? Like like with shorts, TikToks, reels, like all that. I saw it a lot in high school, but I want to know like what you think about it.
I don't really feel like staying in the present is really such a bad thing. I'll probably say looking too much into the future or too much into your past, it would probably be worse, if that
Mm,
makes sense. Because I mean, like how I think of it, like what you do in the present, that's the only thing that you can really control. You can't really control what happens in the future, or you can't change what happened in the past.
yeah,
So it's like if you don't want those outcomes that you may think happen, whether if it's bad or good, if you're like let's say if it's bad, if you don't want those bad things to happen to you in the future, then try to see the things that you need to fix in the present to make sure those things don't happen. And
yeah.
then for as so like you looking into the future, I'll probably just say like try like same pretty much same thing as the things that you don't want to do. Just try to focus on things that what try to focus on the aspects that could possibly get you into that position that you want to be in the future.
Not for sure. That's a great way to think about it. Because I think, like, I was thinking when you were saying that, like, the things you do in the present set the conditions for the future. You know what I'm saying you're actively kind of predicting the future most of the time. Sometimes like life's gonna be like, like you thought this gonna happen, you know. But you
Yeah.
know, most of the time, like for example, perfect example, going for my runs, I can that will typically predict because you don't know what's gonna happen on race day, but I'll typically predict, okay, that'll put me toward I'm crying towards further towards that's I'm out. Words are hard, kids. Further towards my goal of running sub 130 and a half or whatever. So I agree with that, but like obviously life someone might, I don't know, Ma Dukes might call her, hey, I need help with this. Can you build my TV? I don't know. And like, you know, you just at the crib and you plan to, I don't know, go out, hang out with friends and now you're doing, you know, stuff like that. But um well, I mean, you answered that a different way, but like the way I was trying to ask is like, do you think like in terms of like people being too engaged like with social media, like do you think that's a problem? Like, because I meant like in terms of staying present, like, do you think too many people like are not present like in the moment, like outside of social? But that was also a very
Oh
good
yeah.
that was a good answer, like how you explained it too. That's a whole different thing, you know what I'm saying?
I'll probably say yes. There's a lot of people that's way too into social media and stuff. Because I'll probably say it's it's good to be into social media if you're using it for the right reasons. Like if let's say if you're using it to actually learn something, then I'll probably say it's good to be like engaged in it. But if you just on social media, like engaged just to see like what other people got going on in their lives and just see stuff that may entertain you, is just like you don't really need to focus on those things. You know, you're just
Yeah.
wasting your time. Just then it turns to doom scrolling,
Yeah.
and doom scrolling is the ultimate procrastination to the things that you need to get done.
Nah, doom scrolling it, bro. Why is this like big group of people like walking outside? They must be going to the pool or something. I don't know. Anyway, nah, doom scrolling like it's like my mom calls it the rabbit hole because you find one thing. Because I ain't gonna lie with nutrition. For me, in my opinion, like with nutrition, is so complex. You could find one person doing this diet and one person doing this diet, and you just keep going and going and going, trying to find, okay, what does this compound do? You get the point. It's mentally exhausting. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
same thing with just doom scrolling because the algorithm does this. You know what I'm saying? It will pick up on, oh, this is on your For You page. You like watching this? Boom, we're gonna put this person. This person said this to this person. You get the point. It's just it's a never ending cycle. But honestly, that's kind of all I kind of wanted to touch on with that. I was just curious because that's one thing I ain't gonna lie, I've been dealing with personally, like just seeing.
mm,
Because it's funny, like a lot of the smartest people doubt themselves the most. I don't know if you agree, but I kind of peep that just for me personally at
mm,
times. And I just think that you kind of forget where you came from and you forget, like, okay, this is my life. And I mean, these people don't even know me in the grand scheme of things. They're not going to come up in my crib and say, oh, you're doing this wrong or, oh, I'm better than you. Like, bro, like, it's your life. Like, you're technically the main character in your own, you're in the driver's seat. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you can add anything to that. It's kind of like why I wanted to ask you those questions. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But,
yeah.
but yeah. I guess the last thing, closing statements. Like, I guess anything you want to say to the people, anything you kind of want to add on to what I've said in the podcast, or you know what I'm saying?
To close the message. Let's see. Let's see. Um,
I ain't gonna lie, how I zoomed in was kind of that was kind of funny. But anyway, continue.
I'll probably say to just continue on focusing on things that you got going on within your life, meaning like just focus on yourself and this and that. Be mindful of the people that you try to, let into your life because somebody may end up coming up with some type of rumor that could end up ruining your life or your what is it? Reputation.
Reputation, yeah.
Yeah.
Jinx, yeah. Nah, for sure.
And
Yeah,
even when it comes to helping people, like you can't help everybody. It's like some people that you may end up helping may end up using that help and turning it against you, or using that help for like wrong reasons, you know?
yeah, for sure. I think also to add to that, to piggyback off of that, I think that's where saying no comes in, which is something I want to deal with like towards the end of this year. Because one thing I said personally for me this year, because you know I like to write a lot of notes on my phone, but just learning more about myself. And I feel like saying no, like, 'cause the thing is, like, let's say, for example, for me, like, this is how my life would probably look in a typical scenario. Like, I'm in half marathon prep. Let's say it's 8 p.m. Someone's like, hey, you trying to hang out? And I have a 10-mile run tomorrow. Just being like, even though I really like this person, I gotta be like, hey, like, nah, like, I'm cool. Like, I got a 10-mile run tomorrow. They might be like, oh, like, you're lame or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just have to. That's one thing I want to work on, and just one thing I think a lot of people need to work on. Because if you don't say no to the right things,
Yeah.
you can end up in the wrong spot in the wrong time, and you never know. You can even get locked up for it. You never know. Just guilty by association. You never know.
Yeah. One thing I end up learning is that it's like, and end up implementing into my life and how I carry myself is like you said, your like friends probably calling you lame just because you don't want to hang out with them. But me, I'd rather be called lame than trying to fit in with the group or just whatever kind of trends that they got going on in the area that you're in, you know?
Mm.
Because so-called being lame will probably take you further than you just trying to follow somebody else's footsteps.
I ain't gonna lie, that one hit. That's that real music. You know what I'm saying? But not for real. Because I mean, to add on to that, like, I think a lot of people, like, in today's day and age, forget about intuition, forget about personalization. And I'm one of them, I'm not gonna lie, because you see with social media, there's this person running this way, this person driving this car, this person, I don't know, rapping this way if you're into music. And you kind of forget why you started. Like, not why they started, because why they started may be completely different than why you're doing it. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And that's one thing I think journaling can help with this. I don't know if you've ever done journaling, but I think it's a good tool. I ain't gonna, I need to get back onto that, but I think it's just overpowering the noise with your voice instead of letting their voice overpower whatever you got going on. You know what I'm saying? And just listening
Mhm.
to it. Obviously, like you, for example, you're one of my good friends. Sometimes I might say something and you're like, okay, but why don't you look at it this way? Or even with my dad, I ain't gonna lie, my parents, like, a lot of the stuff they said is coming into fruition now that I'm older. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I sent my dad this funny thing. It was like, like little motions that you do like when you get older, like, I don't know, like making grunting noises getting out of a car, because I do that now. And I said, anyway, point is, he's just taught me a lot, and just a lot of stuff he's done all my life I just now picked up on. I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? But moral of the story, like, I just think for me personally, just for a lot of people have so many different ideas, which they all overlap in certain ways. They all have the same principles, but the method of them are different. So you might feel like, oh, I'm doing this wrong because this isn't exactly what this person's doing. Like, even with running, like, you might see someone's training. Let's say you do 60-meter sprints for your speed work, and I do 120s. And I might feel like, for example, not how I feel like, 'cause I don't sprint like that anymore, but I'm saying, like, in a scenario, I might feel like, oh, I'm doing it wrong because Aiden's doing this, but we're both trying to get to a similar goal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just like, I think personalization and intuition in today's day and age is like a black and white answer. Like, okay, this is either good or bad, or this is great for you, this is bad for you, and there's a lot of nuance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I'll probably say, touching back up on what you were saying about how some of the things that your dad taught you end up, picking back up to you the older that you got. I'll probably say that's the same thing, with me and my parents, because of course, when you're a child, when you're young, there's a lot of things that you may think as like your parents is just saying just to say it and stuff, and it's not
Hmm.
really gonna happen or correlate or really help you in life. But then the older you get, the more you realize that your parents are just right and everything. And I'm not saying I never thought my parents were wrong, to be honest, but it's like more so the lessons being taught in it. It's like when you're younger, you don't really understand what they're trying to teach you until you really experience it, or until you see somebody close by you, experience it and something like
Hmm.
that. And it's like, man, it's like, dang, once you really gain that knowledge or really get an understanding of it, then you start looking at things differently. Like life, for
Hmm.
instance, you don't really start thinking of it of all, laughs and giggles and this and that. Of course, you still have, your happy moments and everything, but then you still got to look at like the things that's going on within the world and just shoot. I don't know how to put it. Just things in general. You know.
Yeah, because even just now, like us both being 18, is you being sophomore year in college. Wait, you're older than
Well,
18, right? I'm
no, yeah,
tripping.
I'm 19 now.
I'm tripping. Me being 18, you being 19. I had to think. I'm like, I'm doing the math. I'm like, this dude is sophomore. I'm a freshman. No, Kate in math. Anyways, reiterating, you being basically us being young adults,
Yeah,
to put it. Um, Even like with me just starting to drive now, it's just like stuff is low-key getting real. Like I'm saying, like 'cause the thing is, like with me and you, I've been like regimented with my schedule since junior year, so I already know. I kind of know like, how it's gonna look. But for like a lot of people, it's gonna be like a rude awakening. Like their first day at college, they're like, like how do I cook now? My mom isn't cooking for me. How do I do my laundry? Some people maybe not even do
yeah.
their laundry. Like I don't know. But it's just putting it like when I graduated, like I don't know. Really, it didn't hit me, but like now that seeing everybody start school and I'm not in school and I'm starting school really late than usual, I'm like I was lucky like geeking out. It was a little bit of FOMO. I ain't gonna like fear of missing out. I was like, yo, like wait, I'm not there. You know what I'm saying? But I mean
Yeah.
it's a transition, you know. I don't know. How did you feel when you like I don't know if it first hit you when you graduated, like when did it hit you like dang, like I'm really finna go to college now?
I'm not gonna lie, I was a little happy to get out of high school. I'm not gonna
For real?
lie. Yeah, I was ready to get it over it. And there's a lot of things learned and a lot of things I end up taking into accountability that I won't be doing again, or some things I always carry with me
Hmm.
that I have learned in high school. But for the most part, I mean, I was ready to go. Cause I mean, like my friend groups, the friend groups I did form, most of them I already knew I was going to keep them, after college. I mean, after high school. So and that's pretty much what's going on right now. I only have like a select few that I really call my close friends, and that's the thing. Because I mean, when you're in high school or whatever, you the people that you so call your friends, whether it's a big group or a small group, may not really be your friends, your true friends. Because then after college, I mean after high school, and they start showing their true colors. Because like you're not around each other 24/7. So like everybody is going off to doing their own thing. Some people went off to the army. Some people went to the workforce. Some people chose to go to college, or some people chose to take a gap year. Or some
Yeah.
people, end up, some end up having it to them. It's just it's just really transitioning into the reality and the real world for the most part. And
Yeah.
when I started making that transition, of course, I was a little like, dang, like what do I do and this and that. But I wasn't so called lost, if I would say, because I already knew how to really carry myself on my own. I knew how to take care of somewhat take care of myself on my own, and of course, cook and all that.
Yeah.
Thankfully, but
Yeah.
it was really just. I'll probably say the only thing that hit me the most was probably going from knowing everyone to knowing nobody at all.
Yeah. That's a big one
And
for me.
yeah, because I only knew one person, Chris Rutherford.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
He ended up going to the same school as me. So that's the only person I knew at the time. But and then the thing about me is like I'm not the type to just automatically open up to people or start talking like that. I'm not gonna lie, because I'd rather stay to myself than meet new people.
Hmm.
But of course, I'm still open to meeting new people, which is good because that's how you make connections and stuff, and that they could probably help you get a job in the future. You know?
Yeah, networking. That's what
Yeah, networking.
my dad told me about. But the pick off of what you were saying, I'm trying to replay what you were saying. I know the last thing you talked about, like not I think you were talking about like just like how to carry yourself. Yeah, I know where I was trying to go now.
Mm,
I got it. That's why I think of this one moment. It's like the epitome of it. Like one time, I cook all my meals and stuff. I brought some I made to school one day, like I usually do. I brought like some black beans, rice, hummus, carrot, like typical Caden meal, nothing too crazy.
yeah,
I brought it. Some dude, I don't even know his name, but I know his face. He's like an underclassman. He's like, bro, what you bring for lunch? And I explained it. And he's like, oh, it's never that serious. And the thing is, like, that's one interaction around food, but I feel like that expands into everything, like life. Because they're saying it's never that serious. Like, cause I'm doing this stuff early on before college, but before you know it, you're gonna have to pick this up eventually. You can't just, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
you can depend on Chick-fil-A and McDonald's all day, but probably not the best,
It's not.
outcome you want,
Yeah.
So just even outside of food, like just how you carry yourself, your mindset, how consistent you are. Do you train? Do you take not even not, you ain't gonna run a half marathon like me, just walking around, you know what I'm saying, and just having a like knowing how to talk to people. You got to start that.
Yeah.
Really, even in middle school is a perfect. I mean, a lot of people in middle school are at least the middle school I went to are immature, but high school freshman year is the perfect time. Like, start trying to make some meals, not just eggs and ramen all day. You know what I'm saying? Like learn how to
Yeah.
put some meals together that are health promoting. You know what I'm saying? Learn how to talk to people. Stuff like that. It's never like too serious because a lot of people that don't take things too serious, they end up falling off and they wonder why. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because I got that a lot. Like during when I first started taking running serious, people were like, "Oh, why are you trying? Like, why are you trying so hard? Like, oh, he got his little Garmin now. He try hard, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it
Yeah.
worked. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing is, like, not everybody's the most talented. So you have to outwork it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Yeah. Well, kind of the last part. I like this last format. It's just us kind of bouncing off each other. Just because this is how I really talk to people. We just talk about some. Might talk about Superman or Spider-Man. Spider-Man's the best superhero in Marvel, by the way. I don't know if you
Nah,
agree.
yeah. Nah, I like Spider-Man.
Okay, good, good, good.
I like Miles more though.
Yeah.
Miles more than Peter.
Like, do you think they'll ever bring him, like, not bring him, but like make like a life form character for him, like in a movie? That'd be dope. I ain't gonna lie.
I feel like they will, but I don't think it'll be anytime soon. It'll
Yeah, I
definitely have
agree.
to be once they're done with the animated series.
Yeah.
'Cause I feel like since it'll be like whoever the first actor will be is pretty much going to be the face of Miles,
Mm.
for the live action industry at least. And I'll probably say it may be a little harder and more expensive to put him into a live action film
Not for
because
sure.
of all of like the his abilities for one. I mean, for instance and stuff. But it'll also be a little harder because he doesn't have as much storylines out as Spider-Man. I mean, as Peter.
Yeah, lower. Yeah,
Yeah,
you
because
gotta
he's
back
still
him up.
fairly new. His character was made in 2011,
Mm.
while Peter was made like 1960s, I think, or 1970s, one of
Yeah,
those.
extensive lore, a lot of stuff to touch
Yeah,
on. Not for sure. How do you feel about I guess the last thing before I kind of wrap it up, but about Spider-Man, like the new one, like with the current actor for Spider-Man.
yeah.
Like how you feel about that?
Tom Holland.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Tom Holland. I think he fits. I think he fits it. But
Honestly, he's my favorite one.
my favorite Peter is probably Andrew.
I know you're gonna say that. Yeah, he's a very.
Yeah,
I mean, it's either that. I mean, but for me, I don't know. I like Tom a lot. Like I don't know. I like Tom a lot, but I think I haven't seen. Is his name Toby Maguire? I think.
yeah. Tell me about the OG.
Yeah, I haven't really seen OG Spider-Man like that. Like I kind of picked up on
His
like yeah. So
his was good. It's just he just didn't fit the teenage role. That's the only thing.
yeah, for sure.
It's
I
like
agree.
you could tell that's a grown man.
It's a grown unk status. You know what I'm saying? Nah, but like what's up with like people saying like, oh, you're an unk when you're 18? Like,
That's just because they're trying to get in your head.
nah,
You talking
Ishmael.
about
Ishmael. I ain't gonna lie, Ishmael. I know you're
yeah,
watching this. It'll be like, oh, you're unk, you're unk. Like, bro, he's about to turn 18 in the next 2 months. Like, I don't want to hear it. Like, you're gonna be the same age as me. Like, stop it.
exactly.
But that's another thing too. I ain't gonna lie, I don't want to get too deep into that because we'll talk for another hour or two. But like a lot, I've touched on it too in a short. Like a lot of people think when you turn 20 or 30, like you're crippled, you're debilitated, like you're done. But I mean, that's just the stigma of McDonald's being eaten every day, Little Caesars, Hot Pockets,
Uh-huh.
honey buns, not moving, being sedentary. I'm saying being chronically stressed. I think that's another thing too. I was thinking about like the other day because I feel like I've dealt with the most stress I ever have this year, just mentally or whatever. But I've noticed like the work grind mentality, like a lot of people, especially like with the economy and how stuff is, which is a whole nother episode, but like are just chronically stressed because they don't even know where the next meal's gonna come from. So they're trying to work like two, three jobs and they got kid like, you know what I'm saying? That adds up. Like stress is one of the biggest killers in my opinion. And then just, worrying about other people and it just all makes a soup sandwich. You know what I'm saying? And that's why like they feel like they're gonna be crippled, but you know, oh, someone on their motorcycle. I was like, bro, it looked sound like it was thunder. And I'm like, hey, more power to you. Have fun. But now this episode probably gonna be like an hour and a half long. I don't even care. We're gonna let it run out. But nah, like I guess like what's your take on that? Like, cause it really zoomed out that
What the
time.
heck?
Yeah, instead of geeking out, but like I guess what's your take on that? Cause I hear like I don't know if you've heard people around you say that, but like, I know even people older than me are like, bro, like I'm 40, I'm like done. You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah. I mean, most people who say that is usually people who not really taking care of their body or just mentally not there.
Yeah.
Cause I mean, I'll probably say as long as you're eating the right stuff and actually taking your like proper care of your body, then I mean, you wouldn't be feeling like that at 40. Like they had this one dude who commented on the video that blew up. He said that he's I think 60. No, I think he's like 69 or something,
Mm.
and he's been running track for 53 years. And he's
Wow.
that age, yeah. He was just saying that he just ran his fastest 50 meter like the day before I posted that video.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's wild that someone, you know, that much older than you is watching your stuff. I'm saying that's wild to me. But
Hmm.
I mean, I will also mention it is like genetics and also your ethnicity. Like a lot of different ethnicities depends on like how susceptible you are to certain diseases and stuff like that. But like overall, a lot of it you can control. Like,
Hmm.
diet, lifestyle. Are you stressed all the time? For the most part, you can control it unless you have like a crying baby in the other room. Like you can't really control when they cry. But do you train? Do you walk around? Do you lift? And I'm saying, do you
Hmm.
smoke? Do you drink? Are you hydrated? Stuff like that. So, but now like I think that's proof that there's some people out there like even my grandpa. He's like a bit older than that and he's fine. Like he eats a pretty well balanced diet. He walks around. I mean, he works a pretty physically demanding job. So, I think it's very doable and possible. Like I don't think that when you hit some people say when they hit 25 they're done. I'm like, bro, are you crazy? Like
Hmm.
what are you talking about? Like they're like, oh, 'cause once you hit this age you might as well say I'm like, bro, I'm not you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? And then the other people are not you. You can't speak for everybody, it's just a you thing. But
Hmm.
nah, yeah, I guess we'll wrap it up there because I know, when you really like are close to people, you can yap for 5+ hours. So I'm
Yeah.
not gonna hold you up for 5 hours. But anyway, thank you, Aiden, for hopping on. I don't know. I was thinking like of planning out the episode. I'm like, bro, like let's get Aiden back on here. That'd be a very because I know me and you are on the same wavelength in terms of mindset and all that. So I just really wanted to hear your take on like the motion you got with the content now because I just that's a very good achievement.
Yeah.
And just seeing where both of us can take our content in the future. 'Cause I feel like we kind of have the same like I guess prerogative with content, like trying to show people okay if you're consistently good over an extended period of time, you can get your 100 down from 12 point to 10. You know what I'm saying you can get your half marathon from 2 hours to 1:30. You know what I'm saying like stuff like that. Even just bro, oh my gosh, this dude is loud. Nice. Anyway, anywho, let me get back on my soap opera because gang and them disrupted me. But just putting yourself out there and just being okay with being quote unquote lame, like you said, just being okay with people being like, bro, why are you trying so hard? Because that's gonna happen. Like it's always gonna be people that dislike you for whatever reason. I posted a recipe video. Bro said like my recipe looked rancid. I liked it and I put a laughing emoji. Like it
Hmm.
was just like a harmless recipe. Like I wasn't like talking about politics or nothing. He's just like, bro, like your recipe sucks. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like people are just gonna be rude about it, you know what I'm saying? But majority of people, like unless you're pissing people off, like they should probably be like, I like a good looks, whatever it should be. But I
Hmm.
mean, anyway, gonna wrap the episode up now because we're yappers, we like talking about things. So but I guess when do you think the next video will drop? When do you think it will drop? Just kind of like some hints before we dip.
Well, actually, now, shoot, my professor ended up making us, my marketing professor, she
Mm.
ended up making us introduce ourselves. And then my friend ended up pointing at me because she ended up asking if they had any influencers in the room. And she ended up asking, no, at first I wasn't going to raise my hand, I'm not going to lie. But then my friend that sits by me, he ended up pointing at me. So I was like, dang it, let me go ahead and raise my hand. Next, you know, she ended up asking what type of stuff I do, like what I post. I said YouTube, I post on YouTube, and she asked what I do. I told her, like, more so like just vlogs and like some type of way of trying to motivate people to get going and this and that. And then she was like, okay, so because for the first assignment, we all had to join a WhatsApp group chat
Yeah.
and then introduce ourselves on there. And so then she's like, make sure you put your YouTube channel on there. I'm gonna check it out and this and that. So then boom, I introduced myself the next day on there, added my YouTube channel, and then she seen well, I don't know if she actually like I don't know if she looked at a video, but she said that she seen like a video or something. And she was like, wow, Aiden, like this and that. I really like how you did that and that, that. And now she wants me to try to like record some stuff for the class. And she's gonna give me like all her equipment, all her camera equipment.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right, for sure. I mean, that's a
So
lot of trust in you, but I know you're not gonna do nothing stupid with it.
yeah, I'm not
You're a
gonna do
good
nothing.
kid, but that's
Yeah.
dope. That's dope. I'm pretty sure that's gonna happen because I'm doing communications. I'm doing media productions. I feel like, I mean, probably not with online because I feel like it's more of a hands-off approach with schooling. But when I get on campus and I get my little apartment, you know what I'm saying, which you're more than welcome to come to, obviously, because you're very close to
Mhm.
me. Uh, I'm sure someone will be like, well, actually, no one knows me. I don't know anyone except for some of
Mhm.
the teachers, but like, I'm pretty sure world, and honestly, I'll wear it on my chest. I don't mind. Like, okay, look at my videos. I cook. Cool. Know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But like, I'm sure something like that may or may not happen because I mean, it's media production. Like, it's hand in hand at what I'm doing. Anyway, enough about school and stuff because some people don't like school. I like school personally. I don't know about you. I think it's cool.
Mhm.
Anyway, want to thank you for hopping on the podcast. Check out his Insta. Was it Simply Goes in on Insta? I'll put it in the description.
Yeah.
YouTube, the real goes in at the username, just goes in for the name. I mean, he makes very good videos, very good content. So go check that out. New one on the lookout soon. But anyway, yeah, that was the episode, and I'll see y'all next Wednesday.